Did a quick trip up to New Jersey, visiting my in-laws, and decided to take you guys with my quick run up to the handful of liquor stores that are near them. There's not a lot of bigger liquor stores, but if you run up Route 9, there are a handful to stop at, and every once in a while you'll find something interesting that they put out on the shelf. And it's mostly, I mean, it's probably a smaller community area, so every once in a while you also find something really interesting on that shelf. So first stop, run up Route 9, is Buy Rite Liquor. Let's go see what we find. So you're gonna see a decent collection of various scotches. Tends to happen way more up in New Jersey. So if I'm gonna find a scotch, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be here. Some of the different Lagavulins. Do have some interesting little the bottled and bonds from Redwood Empire. Not sure I've seen any of these. That might be a possibility of that Screaming Titan. Pretty decent selection. Got a good lineup of Penelopes, including some marshmallow toast. We've been just doing some of these. This is build number 7R. I have no idea what the R stands for, but all right, we're getting into some Tennessee whiskeys. Oh, let's see what ryes we got here. Single barrel rye, some Willet. Ooh. Going into the Redwood Empires, and now brandies. All right, based off of this, I think I will go Redwood Empire Screaming Titan, $90. Let me give that a shot. There's a good amount of, again, there's a lot of scotches, a little bit of Irishes, but there was a handful of interesting whiskeys up on the shelf. But the ones that really piqued my interest were the bottled and bond from Redwood Empire. So grab the weeded bourbon. And then when I go to the checkout behind the counter, there's a handful of Bookers and some Knob 18, and there's a little book. I haven't had a little book. Haven't got the little book since chapter 4, chapter 5, something along those lines, but ended up grabbing chapter 8 at MSRP of $150. So feel pretty good about that, and off to the next store. Okay, so stop number 2 on the way for the Route 9 liquor store trip is West Creek Liquors. So it's a little store. It's a little bit smaller than the Buy Rite, but every once in a while I'll go in there and I'll find an Eagle Rare or something along those lines. Probably nothing high end, but every once in a while you get something that's just a little bit harder to find, but pretty decent to grab. So let's see what they have. Okay, so they have shrunk their whiskey selection down to about the size of my bookshelves. So I'm gonna move on. Okay, third stop, Tuckerton Liquors. Been in here a handful of times. Honestly, their prices usually get a little crazy, so I don't tend to purchase here, but every once in a while they have something interesting that I do grab. So take a look at this one, see what they got. Okay, that one hurts a lot. So they didn't have a great whiskey selection. You kind of see that behind the counter. They had almost every Weller, couple of Pappies, and they have my unicorn bottle, which is the William LaRue Weller. And they have it for $1,300, which is honestly one of the best prices I've ever seen for William LaRue Weller, but I just can't pull the trigger at this moment on $1,300. That's plus tax, so almost $1,400 after all said and done. Just can't do it, so I'm going to finish this round of hunting with just 2 bottles, but honestly, pretty good bottles. I'm pretty excited about this. Having a little book, which is almost impossible to find in Middle Tennessee, and then grabbing the bottled and bond weeded, which I haven't seen that around Middle Tennessee either. So I'll take those. That's a good win. There is usually one more spot that I would hit in this trip, which would be the Mystic Island. Well, it used to be Mystic Island Casinos, and now I think it's Mystic Island Package Goods. But I was in there yesterday. I had already looked at everything. The only thing they had behind the counter that was interesting was they did have a midwinter's night dram. So that was an interesting one, but just I've had two that I really didn't care for. So I figured I'll just pass on that. I'm going to head back to my in-laws, have some dinner before we fly out tonight. So let me know what you think of this. We are thinking about doing more of this. I do believe I need some kind of like an ND filter or something. On these sunny days, it's really hard to get anything good as far as an image but inside the stores and inside the car, this seems to work. So let me know what you think. Hoping you guys like it, and maybe we'll do some more hunts around even just Nashville and in that area. So thanks for watching. See you on next episode. Cheers.